Welcome to this week's Debunked. I'm Michael Brooks. Debunked is your weekly guide to the best conspiracy theories, rumors, and sometimes truths that lurk at the margins of the internet. On this week's Debunked, is American public education a communist conspiracy? Now, it doesn't really matter much to me, to be honest with you, because I was homeschooled, so sorry, suckers, if it was a communist conspiracy. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would you even take on something this ludicrous and ridiculous, Michael? Well, first of all, because it's funny. Secondly, because you never know, it might actually be true. And third, because the man who made this claim might be the father of the next president of the United States. Let me explain. Rafael Cruz, the dad of one Ted Cruz, the most disturbing, in my personal opinion, sociopathic man running for president, was being interviewed on Sirius XM radio this past week, talking to Breitbart News, their program on Sirius, and he said the following about American public education. John Dewey, to quote Cruz, or if I may, if you'll indulge me, John Dewey was a member of the Communist Party. That's how Rafael Cruz sounds. I'm sorry. I didn't make it up. There is a little bit of a Ricky Ricardo thing going on over there. I apologize. It just happens to be the case. He did identify John Dewey correctly as a secular humanist, but he claimed he was a communist, which, frankly, you never know. Maybe he was. Maybe communists should get more credit in this country for good ideas like American public education. So I looked into it. Was John Dewey a communist? And shockingly, mind-blowingly, he wasn't. No, John Dewey was actually an intense opponent of Stalinism. He was an intense opponent of apologies for the Soviet Union, and in fact was the co-founder of the Anti-Communist Committee for Cultural Freedom, and an avowed anti-communist. He was a self-identified democratic socialist, which, as we all know, is similar to another guy who's running for president, obviously not Ted Cruz. And his primary commitment was to democracy through civil society and democracy through education. Why is it that people like Rafael Cruz, who always seem to be at the forefront of claiming that they love America the most, want America to be a true democracy, want our traditions to be honored, are always making up lies about some of America's most important figures in developing and amplifying democracy? Well, probably because they're totally crazy and deranged. So, was American public education a communist conspiracy? Unfortunately, it was not. We can say debunked. See you next week.